Hey folks, it's Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, April the 4th, 2025. I'm actually recording this on Thursday, the 3rd. And man, what a market crash. So how did our traders do? Well, be sure to read the comments below this video or in the email that you received. I think that they speak for themselves. Now, we usually cover forex trading, but did you know that the analysis that Darko provides for the forex markets in our service can also be applied to other asset classes? And in this video, you're going to see an analysis on a stock, that's United Airlines, UAL, which Darko analyzed in response to a request by one of our members who was wondering about a logical way to trade UAL. And if stock trading is appealing to you, listen up. Let us know in the comments if stock trading is appealing to you, and stay tuned because we are currently considering a separate stock analysis service. Okay, we haven't made any commitments to it at this point, but it's something that we know would be very helpful for anyone trading the stock market or commodities, futures, gold, crypto, whatever, any tradable asset. But before we do anything, we'd like to gauge the interest level. So yeah, do let us know in the comments if this is something that you'd be interested in looking at, and then we'll take it from there. So in the meantime, here's a sample of an analysis that Darko did on UAL. Take a look.
So let's do this. The yearly chart doesn't give me any more data feed to make it like, do a legit analysis. If I go to the monthly chart, okay, and obviously I have never ever seen this chart before. I didn't spend like 3 hours to analyze it either. It was very straightforward. Okay, so this drop, good, and then we made a lower high. Where did we stop? Look left. It doesn't matter if you are trading forex, indices, stocks, cryptocurrencies, commodities. It's the same thing. Everything that I teach you works perfectly fine on anything tradable. Price comes down, higher low, another lower high. Where did we stop? Look left. Price comes down, makes a higher low. Where did we stop? Look left. Okay, makes another lower high at this neckline. Okay, and then this stopped price. So basically, this was like that, right? And then we got that breakup. Okay, and this happens to make a higher high, higher close. Okay, good. And now we are dropping. So how did this drop start? It started with a spinning top in here. Okay, this was a neutral candle action. This was a bearish candle action, and we dropped. So where are we dropping down to? Look left. What makes sense to me, that stands out to me like a shining star. Resistance, support, like why did this stop in here? Look left. Okay, price made a higher high, higher close. That means 8 times out of 10 price will be making a higher low and another higher high, higher close, or at least a double topping. We made another higher high, higher close. It's an 80-20 probability that we make another higher high, higher close. That never happened. Okay, we dropped, boom, took out this APB. Now it's short. Okay, price comes down to this APB and drops. Do you think it's a coincidence? No. And then we are trying to, because when we left this area, we take out this APB. Therefore, this area is super important. Once we make a higher high, higher close, then this APB is dead. Okay, we killed it, or at least this APB is dead. Okay, this one, the one I'm referring to, because this was the one that took out this APB. Advanced pullback for those who are new. Okay, super important. Now price is dropping like no tomorrow. The stronger we drop, the better it is. Like, not like, waving itself like dead, like just takes like 3 million years to now come down fast and furious. Okay, down to this level. So what do? Do you just buy in here? You could do so if you afford to put your stop loss below this level, because when we left this area, this was the area that took out this APB. Okay, sure, make it into a pending order, buy in here with a low stop loss. Do I trade like that? No. Why? Because usually it's more beneficial to your account by waiting for a pattern around that level, because then you can afford to trade more lots and make more money. Okay? So therefore, let's just remove all the, but this is super important. This APB took out this APB, and this APB took out this APB. You are just, and we are complex pullbacking, lower highs as structures, market structures. They are perfectly respected. This is how you read price like a professional trader. No emotions, no nothing. I'm just objectively telling you what price is doing. I'm reading the language of the market for you. Okay? So, what would I do if I was trading United Airlines? Next month, hopefully, this will be heading down. Okay, at some point, could be next month, could be the month after, could be 2, 3, 5, 6 months from now. I have no idea, but once we touch this level, okay, wait for a pattern. Could be ACAT. Okay. Once you see this, well, the weekly chart happens to support that level as well. Looks perfectly fine to me that this level is also a weekly level. It's slightly higher. Don't worry, the market is not perfect. A price could be reacting from this neckline. Price could be reacting from this neckline. It's still the same level. Okay. Once you see that, then you will see maybe a weekly candle action, because the weekly is faster than the monthly, right? And then you happen to see within that, maybe a daily structure damage. Because if this is a monthly and weekly identical neckline, what do you think price, how do you think price is moving? Okay, we all know that this dotted line in here is a super strong level. And now you know everything you need to know about price, how price moves. Price comes down, make a lower low, lower high. I'm not sure why this seems to be reacting from this level. It doesn't matter. Price comes down, makes another lower low, good, makes another lower high, another lower low, and you must say, oh geez, Darko, I know what's coming. No, well, you better pay attention, because this is super important. I want you to do this every single time like a robot. Price is making lower highs and lower lows. Do not try to, guys, what I did when I was a struggling trader? I marked these levels perfectly, and then I was I tried to be a wise guy. I want to go to my tick charts. I want to go to my 1 minute chart, because I want to be the first guy in the world taking this trade. And I end up losing. And by the time I saw the legit setup on my higher time, like a daily or a 4-hour entry, I was already having 4 full losses. And then I said, nah, this stuff doesn't work. And guess what? The 5th time that I was supposed to waiting for this structure damage on a legit, a time frame that is actually legit. Nobody watched the tick chart. I never ever heard about any professional, market makers or professional traders these trading gurus trading the tick charts and honestly making money. Not even the 5-minute chart or the 10-minute chart, not even the hourly chart. Okay, so by combining this higher time frame, be patient. The daily chart would at some point give you something that you recognize. You never know what that something might be. Okay, price is coming down and say, oh geez, this is heading down, and at some point we get that structure damage on a time frame that makes sense. You waited, you were super patient. When price hits this level, you might take the daily ACAT, because this is not a daily level, right? At least not what I watched, because this was monthly and weekly. And you start taking a daily ACAT, you take a full loss, you go down to the hourly. When this comes down, and this is waving on hourly, and you think this microwave this is it, let's pull the trigger, and you take another full loss. And then the daily chart doing this, and you take something like that, and the daily chart makes a deeper retrace. At some point, just oh geez, I'm done with this stuff doesn't work. But if you waited for the daily chart, or at least a 4-hour time frame, because it's also weekly level, and you see a structure damage, now it's time to pull the trigger. But that's usually when you start doubting the setup, because you already have that 4 losses. Am I the only one did that when I was a struggling trader? Like try to pre-enter because I want to be the first one, let's do this. Let's be a wise guy. Okay, I was a wise guy a so-called wise guy for 10 years. Completely wasting my time. Okay? Once you see this, structure damage on daily or 4-hour time frame, that is a pending order. Okay? No hesitation, no self-doubt, no nothing. If this gives you a daily structure damage and goes down, stops you out for a full loss, smile and move on like a trader. And then when you see another structure damage, you take the second one. And the second one will make you a fortune. Or the third one will make you I wouldn't say a fortune. It will pay off. Okay, I don't want to sound like fancy or this and that. No, you don't make a fortune by taking one trade. If you do, then you are doing something horribly wrong. Okay, what I did meant was like the second or the third option that is legit based on structure damage on daily and 4-hour will pay off these 2 losing trades that you had before. Because these 2 losing trades that you had before on the 4-hour time frame was legit, but it didn't work out. Those were probability losses. Okay?
So for those who are already familiar with the way that Darko analyzes forex markets, the analysis that you just saw on UAL will seem quite easy and logical. And it's a very effective way to not only to get into a stock, but a super good way of knowing when to stay out of a stock, and importantly, to know which way to expect price to move. And if you're wondering how or where to get out of a stock, Darko's analysis will be very helpful for you there as well. He covers all that kind of stuff. So, rather than just buying or selling because of a gut feel or a broker or a newsletter recommendation, Darko's analysis would really arm you with a very solid and objective approach to engaging in a trade. And as I said, this analysis could be done on any other tradable asset as well. So don't forget to let us know in the comments if you'd be interested in a service like this. And we'll take it from there. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you at the end of next week with another weekly trade video. Take care.